Morning, everybody. Live on YouTube. Live on Twitch. And, welcome back to the Daily Peak. I'm so fucking tired. So yesterday, I had Pathfinder. I was doing Pathfinder. And, I was up a little late doing that. And, I had a bit of an energy drink while I was doing that. And then, a lot of sugar, and then I had a bit of a nap, and then I woke up at like 3 a.m. and I could not get back to sleep, so I played some RimWorld. It's a great game, by the way. And a few more hours pass, I go back to bed. I fall asleep laying on my hand, and we are brought to my present condition, where I'm very tired, and there is not enough blood in my hand. It's not enough. There's not enough in there. That's where I'm at. I'm doing my best. Doing my best. But I am very tired. And my hand doesn't have enough blood in it. And it's my right hand. It's the mouse hand. So we're gonna see how well this goes. I got therapy at 1, and I'm helping out with a trunk or treat. Y'all ever had a trunk or treat? Is that a thing that exists elsewhere? It probably does. No way we came up with that. Local church, which I work for, hosts a trunk or treat every year. Because in the past it's been like way too cold for a lot of people to go out trick or treating on like the usual days. So this like starts, you know, in the mid-afternoon, goes to evening. You head home by sundown, basically. And it's winter, so sundown is early. A ton of volunteers turn up. They open up the backs of their cars, and they give candy out of their trunks. Trunk or treat. It was really fun. I used to go as a kid for the kid reasons, and this is the first year I'm doing any of the helping out bits on the adult side, on the being an adult and handing people candy. Mostly because my mom decided to get really involved for some reason, which I can appreciate. Because I wouldn't have volunteered to do it myself, mostly because I don't have a car of my own. Family has several. I really want a white van. It's alright. I'm just... I'm not supposed to be rambling yet. I haven't started the game. Okay. I am gonna take my morning meds. If you guys have meds to take, if you guys have morning meds, if you have meds to take and it is time for you to take your meds, do that. Do that now. I'm gonna... I can still barely feel my hand. The blood's coming back, it's just not fast. Blech. Anyway, I'm excited for Trunk or Treat. Jesus fucking Christ. I elbowed like a backup battery for my phone that I had sitting here, and that has like a strap on it, and it decided to take like everything on the corner of my desk, which is more than should be on the corner of my desk. I'm excited for Trunk or Treat, in the sense that I like helping people and volunteering for things. And I'm not excited in the sense that it's probably gonna get like a little loud, and I'm very easy to overstimulate. It's one of those weird things. I've got the big sensory. Big sensory. I think they killed JFK. I have sensory issues, and they're very easy to set off. I don't want to say severe, because it's not to like... It just makes me tired really quickly. I don't... I mean, I guess I enter a state of total shutdown, but I do that for most things, so... it doesn't feel all that unique. Anyway. Yeah, I enter a state of total shutdown, but I would do that anyway. Jesus. Mental health. Yeah, I'm excited because it's going to be fun to help people. It is going to be at the cost of so much energy, though. So I am going to be probably similarly tanked tomorrow morning. It happens. It's worth it for the kids. Like coughing up blood. For the kids. Bleh. But yeah, Pathfinder last night did not sleep great. Well, I slept pretty heavy when I did sleep, but it was for like 3-hour increments. Which is surprisingly standard for me, actually. I slept fairly heavily, and also inconsistently, and also very on my hand. So I've still got no blood in my hand. It's taken a while to get the circulation back. That's, I'm pretty sure, normal, though. Takes a little bit for that to happen. That's... I don't know, how long does it take normally for blood to come back? Because for me it's like half an hour. Which feels right. That feels like a normal amount of time. But, you know, I guess I don't really have much context for that. Maybe all of my blood is syrup. I wouldn't know. If my blood is a syrup, no one's told me about it. Oh, I'm supposed to get my blood drawn, aren't I? My doctor ordered a ton of panels the last time I went in and, like, didn't directly tell me about it. So I kind of forgot. But I've got my, my yearly physical coming up. It was supposed to be at the beginning of the month, but scheduling. Where am I? I haven't been looking. I will say, if there is anyone actually, like, playing along with me, that would be super cool. But I'm coming to these maps so late that most people who are, like, checking me out, have probably already faced these maps by the time that I'm getting them. Like, I could probably be doing this a bit later, and have a better core concept for a series. Because I'd be facing the map, the moment the new one comes out, instead of at the tail end of the old one, which I've still managed not to play. In my defense, RimWorld is very fun, and I have a job. It doesn't take up that much of my time, but I do have one. I need to get more of my freelance stuff going. Blech. Hopefully I can hop into that sometime next week. Do more of that, because my mental health is garbage this week. Like, it's not good most of the time, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But, like, usually, it's more mediocre garbage and not the hot trash fire that it has been. Ugh. It's just the dissociation breaking. For those of you who don't know, I've been in a, like, psychological state of, like, near constant dissociation for most of my life. This makes it so I have a really hard time, like, distinguishing my own emotions and with time perception and stuff. And this is only made more complicated by the fact that I also have ADHD. So, like, yeah, I have a lot of issues with, like, experiencing my emotions. I just don't do that. Same with, like, pain and stuff. If I'm ever complaining about a new health thing that's going on, you gotta keep in mind that I have, like, a dissociation thing going on. And, I've probably actually been experiencing it for years.
it's one of those fun things where it's like, no, my body just did not allow me to feel any of this shit. I know that was a terrible place for the rope dart. Just trust the process. But yeah, one of the notable things about dissociation and stuff is that, like, not feeling your feelings in the moment doesn't make them go away. You just repress them super hard. And they'll get bottled up and put into, like, a soda barrel? What? And every time you have any kind of, like, emotional event, you open it up, you pour more in, and then you shake it really hard. And then you pretend like that's fine. Which is why my brain is so unstable nowish, is because I'm just now dealing with everything I've ever repressed since childhood. Because, yeah, dissociating your emotions away really hard does not resolve those emotions. Not experiencing them does not make them go away. It just kind of pushes them away for later. And guess what time it is? It's fucking later. Ugh. Later has come. Yeah. I feel like I was talking about something specific and I lost the thread in there, and now I don't remember what it was. That flare is useful. Marshmallow. I should put the flare in my bag. Marshmallow. Crisp berry. Marshmallow. I'll put marshmallow in the bag. I'll cook the bag. Anything else around here? Doesn't look like it. But yeah. God, dealing with a solid 20 years of repressed emotion. Not great, not easy, not... Yeah. So if I seem like a wreck, know it's because I should have been a wreck for the better part of 20 years at this point. And I just haven't been until now. That's 2 flares. I only have 2 flares. I only need 2 flares. When did I pick up a second flare? Was that like a minute ago? What's going on? Where am I? Anyway. But yeah, hopefully my stability comes back enough that ooh, balloon bunch, that I can get some of my freelance stuff started, or started back up, because I was briefly doing it for a while, but I stopped getting jobs for like a millisecond, so... Yeah, I'm a video editor, fun fact, as you can tell by the fully unedited daily series I do. one of the notable things about my method is that I do have to sit here and basically rewatch the entire thing every time. So because usually the method of video editing, the like actual thing I'm doing is gathering clips. Because a lot of people need clips gathered for things. For YouTube's... I haven't got together anything that's gone viral. In case you're curious, it's not been anything big. Like, my biggest client was a friend of mine, so, you know. Well, fuck me. Biggest commissioner? I guess it would be commissioner, not client. Ugh. Okay. I want to keep doing video editing. Video editing is fun and I'm really good at it. But yeah, mental health trash fire. So it's a bit hard to get much done. I am very lucky that my parents have been so supportive and allowed me to stick around. There's no world in which I would be surviving right now without their help. Especially considering I've got sensory issues so bad that I physically cannot hang out in a grocery store. Like, I don't know, imagine being at a rock concert 24/7. That's kind of where my brain is at sensory-wise. It's trying to process literally everything, and my filter is basically absent. It just doesn't exist. So it's like, yeah, I've thought about trying to work at like retail or whatever. I even did for a little bit. It slowly killed me and my grades dropped a lot. Plus I was like a service clerk or whatever. It simplifies down to handyman. And one of the notable things I had to do was cleaning out the bottle of return, which I think legally speaking I wasn't supposed to be doing. But yet notably, I've gone all the way back down to the base of the mountain, haven't I? Notably, the pendulum of the bottle return moves with like an outstanding amount of force. It's a truly ridiculous amount. And the pendulum in the bottle return, all it does is the bottle return will scan the barcode and be like, is this from here? Yes. Is it made of plastic or glass? Glass. And then it'll swing one way or the other to sort out the bottle. You know, simple stuff. So that pendulum swings with enough force that if it were to trigger with your arm inside of it, it wouldn't so much tear your arm off as it would attempt to sort your arm, and it coming off wouldn't really be a tearing as much as a kind of instantaneous thing. It's not good. It's a lot of force. That thing moves with, like, infinite force, basically. Way more than it needs, I'm certain. So, the biggest source of anxiety for me, despite having sensory issues so horrendous that someone dropping a bag 3 aisles over felt like clapping in my ear, the thing that always gave me the most anxiety was cleaning that. Because I knew if it ever triggered even, like, on accident or just a little bit or whatever, like, we didn't have a proper lockout-tagout procedure or anything for that. It was on every time I was cleaning it. They never told me how to power it off. So, yeah, no, I very easily could have lost, like, my arm past my elbow doing that. And I was like 16. I was not supposed to be doing that. There was also, like a cardboard box compressor, whatever. And that thing, you are also not supposed to legally operate it unless you are 18 years or older. So I always called someone to hit the button for me. Even though I was plenty capable of doing it myself. I knew how it operated, I just was not legally permitted to do it. And everyone around me acted like it was the most annoying thing in the world when I had to call on the radio, like, hey, I need someone to hit a button for me. They're like, this is the most inconvenienced I've ever been. Like, motherfucker, I'm trying not to break the law. I don't like it either, but I'm sure that regulation's in place for a reason. Everything you hear about retail sounds like a parody? Yeah. No, I had to operate the cardboard thresher, whatever that type of machine is called. And despite the fact that it was hyper illegal for me to look at it too close. Ooh, bandages. That'll help a lot. Because I think I read over some of the regulations. Legally speaking, I don't think I should have been feeding boxes into it and calling someone else to. Like, legally speaking, I just was not supposed to be in the same room as the damn thing. Which really makes you think about what situation happened that you can't be near it if you're under 18. Like, it's not made of fucking alcohol or whatever, so what happened? But yeah, that was, as far as I can tell, perfectly safe to operate. I do not see the reason for the regulation on that one. The bottle return was infinitely more dangerous. And that I was just fully expected to clean. And I'm also pretty sure that that's not something I was legally supposed to be looking at, even. And again, no lockout tagout procedure for that shit. There was just no enforced, like... Ugh. So yeah, that was the most dangerous thing I did, like, every other day, for, like, 3 months in high school, not middle school. I'm just gonna eat this now, yeah, no, retail is hell. That no one should work in retail. We should go back to subsistence farming or whatever. Huh. I don't think I've seen mushrooms grow sideways before. Cool. Now, I don't remember changing my route in a meaningful way or anything, but I haven't seen any of this before, and I'm pretty sure I'm higher up than I was earlier, so... I got way too distracted, and now I'm just, like, here. I did not consciously register where I was going in the slightest. The part of my brain that talks and the part of my brain that plays video games are entirely different parts, and they do not talk to each other. I also can't see shit because there's glare on my monitor. So if I'm blinded by anything, if I'm blind to, sorry, anything in the left third of my monitor, that's why. Because there's a teeny tiny window that wants me to die. Technically I have like a thing for it to remove the glare from it, but I have not installed it, so... I feel like complaints about UK retail are like normal, and then in the US everyone's like, yeah, so I was a minor and they had me in the Victorian orphan factory worker situations. But I was like a service clerk. The cashiers were probably fine. You know? Ow. Okay. I saw that moments too late to do anything about it. I was in those conditions. I sincerely hope none of cashiers were. Also, I was a service clerk. One of the other service clerks also worked as... I do not remember the title of this job, but it was like a height of the pandemic, because this was... I was like 16, 17... 22 now. 6 years ago, late 2019, early 2020. I think. Anyway, pandemic stuff was happening. And online orders were happening more often than ever. So one of my coworkers who regularly put in like 30 plus hours of overtime or some shit. That man was the backbone of the entire location. I don't know if anyone consciously registered that information, but if he had quit, the entire store would have gone under, like immediately. That's the kind of, you need to get 8 people to replace one guy. But yeah, he was also, he would go through online orders. You'd get like a list of everything that is supposed to be in the online order, and then have to go through the store, get it together, and put it all in like a special fridge we had. I don't know where the special fridge came from, but you know, we had a special fridge for online orders. Cleaning a machine that could take off an arm while it's still on. Handshake 10-year-old Bessie who picks the loose cotton out of the mechanical loom in between swipes. Oh god. Oh, you're not wrong. No one told me how to turn the thing on. It has a power plug. It would have been as easy as unplugging the damn thing. Yeah, went through the store, found the items as requested by customers who had ordered online, and then hauled everything out to their cars. Service clerks also helped with that bit, but he did that job and also the online order like shopper, so he did both of those. And yeah, one of those fun things of like, that man was always sweaty. He was running around the store constantly. Because he had to. Because we were getting a lot of online orders, and he was the only person shopping for online orders. I forget what point I was building up to talking about him, but yeah. That was also a job where I had to just do a lot of like really basic maintenance. See, when I saw service clerk and like the job description, I was like, oh, it's just like a fancy title for a shelf stocker. No, I was unpaid maintenance, not unpaid, like low pay maintenance. I was doing a lot of maintenance jobs that probably should have had a mechanic in them, but they didn't want to pay someone a mechanic's salary to do like the 2 or 3 maintenance tasks. Ugh. Jeez. So they paid some 16-year-old to do 2 or 3 professional level, like machining whatever tasks. And also, like, 8 different janitorial duties. So it's like, okay, there's the things that I am qualified for. I thought I was gonna be a shelf stocker, and I could, like, you know, put in some loops or whatever. Yeah, maintenance without the training or pay raise. Um, and yeah, I thought I was just gonna be a shelf stalker, but no. I had to do some of the most complicated jobs in that store. Like, not including customer service, I guess. Even though I was required to assist customers if they came to me while I was, you know, wandering through the store, making sure that nobody had decided to break a ton of glasses and just throw shards of glass all over the place. By the way, did I ever mention that I have like a horrible fear of being cut by glass? Ever since that one time I got cut by glass. God damn it. Anyway, since that one time I got cut by glass a bunch, I've had a horrible fear of getting cut by glass, and guess what bullshit happened constantly? Oh, are they just not gonna come at me? Oh, there they are. There they go. They woke up. They woke up. They'll go away eventually. I was under the impression that you were, like, required to throw something at the beehives. I did not realize you could just pick them up. I probably would have done that a lot more often. Because that's a very worth it risk for honeycombs, which can turn into cooked honeycombs, which are like the third best food in the game. Yeah, no, I was doing some Victorian orphan shit. You're not wrong. It's Tundra today, right? No. Mesa. How did I get that wrong? I definitely played in the Tundra last time, right? Did I get that far? My brain's broken. Oy. Immediately, yeah. Happens. Ooh, bit of a stretch. Ah. Oh. And the cold is starting to stack up, so yeah, the fire's gone. Time to go. 2 cooked honeycombs is pretty good. I'm a little disappointed about losing those other 2. That would have been great to have 4. But, you know. Any amount of honeycombs is really good. Oh, did y'all know the achievement Island Gourmet? Gourmand badge. You were required to eat a yellow winterberry specifically? Which I get technically speaking, it is the only consistently available winter berry, because it's on one of the capybara's heads. But you have to cook and eat a yellow winterberry, which is most frequently found on the head of a capybara. That's typically like right at the base of the tundra biome or mesa biome. So you gotta carry that shit to the top. That's the hardest one. The hardest food item to cook, I should clarify, not the hardest batch. Hello. How you doing, Tornado? No, come back. It's gotten so far away. Come back to me, Tornado. Come back to me. I love you. Tornado, I love you. I can't believe the tornado has rejected my advances. I'm gonna murder the tornado. Tornado will not even give me tornado hugs. Look at that, just fucking left. Selfish, rude. Oh hey look, an explorer's luggage. Wouldn't that be so great to go grab? Anyway. This is so sad. Pirate gets me. The tornadoes need to share the love. I'm gonna turn into like a hippie. We're going back to the 70s. I'm founding the free love movement. I die of like sepsis in the 80s or some shit. And every other boomer goes on to be the worst. Okay. 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 Sure. Yep. Okay. Okay. I thought there was gonna be more wall, and there just wasn't more wall. That has to be one of the riskiest things I've ever done in this game. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. My nerves. I did live. Yeah. Jeez. No, luckily, most of the big bumps in the walls of the, like, base of Mesa Canyon are large enough that you can comfortably slide down them for a while. So my death wasn't actually super likely. But God, did it feel like it. Bean. It's me color. Does that mean that I'm a magic bean if I'm the same color as him? If I jam my head into this rock wall enough, will I turn into a stalk? I shouldn't try.
fucking love it when you treat me like a princess. You rock my world. You're so powerful. It really, really makes me feel like I'm dreaming. I'm like,
I do still kind of think it's BS that we ever did mechanical looms.
embarrassing to say how I'm feeling, but would it be
But in my brain, loom always gotta be a person.
okay?
No exceptions. Only people on the looms. You do that shit manually. It's good for the soul, I think. I don't know why this is an opinion held suddenly very deeply in my heart and soul, but fuck it, that's where I'm at. Manual operation on looms only. I'm sticking with it. That's where I'm at. Getting chills. It is starting to get cold, and that is wonderful. Feels like it's gotten cold later every year, so I'm very happy that it's starting to get really chilly in October. I've had to close my window and everything. It's amazing. We got some stuff going on here, huh? That looks like a very, almost like tentacular mesa today. Wild. Ooh. Get cold. Mechanical looms are pretty vital for cloth production at scale. Too bad. Don't produce cloth at scale. Fuck you. They clothed China back in the old days. That went fine. Fucking Turf Island could stop using mechanical looms. It would be fine. You've got the manpower. Just simply switch from your BS email jobs to regular loom operation. Just simply stop sending emails and pick up a loom. It's better for the soul. Simply learn to operate a loom is not something I thought I would be saying at any point in my life, but I guess it's where I'm at right now. An interesting little sector of mental health to find myself in is loom operation. What? I wasn't certain if that would set off the other dynamite. It seems like it didn't. proximity base seems to be pretty firmly cooked into those. On the bright side, it did cook that scorpion. Am I going to be able to get that scorpion? No. No, I don't think so. But scorpion's been cooked. It's got way too much dynamite around it for me to ever retrieve it, but it's been very thoroughly cooked. Wait. The glare on my monitor, once again, bane of my existence. Did a light suddenly appear? These aren't poisonous. Good. I can try and cook those with dynamite later. Probably shouldn't, though. Sounds like a good way to just explode myself with dynamite. Yeah. I've got enough bonus, so... Lovely. Oh hey, I'm back up to like 8 viewers on YouTube. Hi everybody. You see, I only remind people to take their meds like right at the beginning of the stream is the thing. So, like, you know, the 8 people who do turn off, you're not watching from the beginning, you're watching from now-ish. And that means that you didn't hear the take your meds. So, if you haven't and you need to, do it. I'm on fire. God damn it. Okay, where am I going? Up here-ish? Is there more past this moment? Not really. Also, like and subscribe or whatever, I guess. That's not as important as taking your meds. God fucking damn it. That's just gonna keep happening, I think. Ooh. Okay, remove some thorn. By the way, top secret life hack for the high level peak players. If you haven't already figured it out, it's a lot easier to target your arms and legs when you are on a wall. That's the easiest way to get thorns out of you. Those are poison. Because they got frills. Gonna take a sip of energy. Alright. It's really cool that I'm starting to get more viewers on YouTube, though. I wonder what changed. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I have not started doing this any differently. I might have just hit the threshold of daily streams where YouTube's like, yeah, okay, they're not gonna just give up on this anytime soon. Let's start giving them streamers. Start giving them viewers. Which, I mean, fair, I guess. It is starting to look late in the day. I should bathe in the sun for a while. All three of those. I think that was all three of them. Nothing amazing. Oh well. Sure, I'll load up on Prickleberry. God, how did I forget that name? It's so easy. Oh yeah, I've got a Kofi, don't I? Know you're in a good state when you forget about that entirely. Jeez. How often have I just fully neglected to promote that? I do have one. Once I open, like, video editing commissions, they're going up there. It is, yeah. Plus, animation commission, because I also do 3D. Technically, I have a much bigger demo reel for that. I just haven't publicized it anywhere. I should do that. Main thing is just, like, I'm an animator, so I need the models pre-existing, because I don't do a lot of modeling. Or at least not nearly as much as I used to when I was doing, like, my degree. Because I've taken, like, a 1-semester break from getting my, game design degree. And it already feels like it was infinity ago. Well, I need to get back to working on my game, huh? I have been working on setting up a thing in Unreal Engine that I am calling the Hours to Midnight system, which is just the framework for a Disco Elysium-like RPG that I can kind of insert new models and writing into. So I don't need to recode all of the, like, core movement shit all the time. Time is a weird soup. Yeah, Pirate gets it. Hi. There we go. I can make it. I don't need to use the magic beam just yet. Okay. Yeah, I have this whole like cosmic horror plot, and I have been just stalling on working on the actual game bit. Ooh. I'm not loving this. Okay. Alright, well, let's see if I can get some extra food here. Nope, missed that scorpion. Did I get the mushrooms? I got the mushrooms. I wasn't 100% sure they weren't poisonous when I saw them at a distance. I'm glad that I was right on that one. That was not a guarantee. Oh, it is almost daylight. It is daylight. Right, I need to get to the caldera before the next night falls, because otherwise I am screwed. Like, if it takes me more time than that, I will need another heat source, and I don't think I have that. That's not in the cards right now, so I need to get to the campfire at the top of this. Oh, hi. Oh, well, fuck you too. No, my head's still peeking out. Here. Wonderful. I'll wait for the heat to go down. Get a bit more climbing in. Anyway, not to spend a bunch of time talking about my view count, but I am very satisfied with having 8 viewers. That feels right. That's about the scale I'm operating on. Once I had like 20, because I got like an offline raid from some huge streamer, and I froze up so goddamn hard. Oh, I'm close enough to the top that I'm not taking sun damage. Really? Okay, well. You know what? I can save the baton. Actually, I probably should have just used the baton there. That was more cliff than I was expecting, I'm gonna be honest. Baton will be very useful in the kiln, but I don't know. Like, if I die in the caldera, I'm not gonna use it there. So, On the bright side, once again getting very far into Ascent 7, which is what I'm playing on, by the way. I know my Spotify thing blocks it out perfectly. Good. Wonder if I can cook it. And was there a bandage in here? Yes, there was. Alright, burnt backpack. We're making good progress. Caldera time. Let's hope I don't get targeted by the firestorms again. Because that was a pain. I don't know. I'm a little wary of the Scoutmaster's Bugle because it's supposed to summon the Scoutmaster. But honestly, the last time I used it, it gave me the achievement for having a close encounter, but I didn't actually see him. Like, it must have been glitched or something. Because he just didn't turn up. Which is a shame, because I was going to try and fight him. Probably why you didn't turn up. Fucking coward. Ooh, okay. Over here. I should get up over here, because that is an easy enough route to scale. He was too afraid of my raw power, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Jesus. Alright, we're up to 9. I think that's the most viewers I've ever had. Barring that one disaster SMP, the blind SMP, that I ended up leaving. God, I feel like I've told the story a million times. But it was like, supposed to be like a lore-based Minecraft SMP. Blew up on TikTok. You know, people were like, "Ah, this is gonna be so cool." And then it was just kind of mismanaged constantly. It was a huge issue, just behind the scenes. Because Blind themselves, fine. You know, they're whatever. Different Blind than the one who does Dwarf Fortress content, by the way. That Blind is a different guy. I'm talking about some other dude, also called Blind. But yeah, ran this kind of like disastered SMP. One of the big things was like they had a no speedrunning rule for it. And I was like, oh yeah, I mean, that's fair. You know, you don't want people hitting the Ender Dragon in the first stream, especially if you're gonna try and make that into an event later, you know? But fully, they were like picking people for getting iron too quick. It's like, man, they just found a near surface iron deposit. I don't know what you were expecting here. It's like, oh my god, getting hardware within an hour of the server starting, that's speedrunning. And the moderators would go around and fucking kick your ass for doing the most basic shit. It's like, no, this is the fucking Stone Age. Awful. Hated it. Like, yeah, Blind was fine. I was pretty excited about some of the story elements that we were going to be introducing later on, but that, like, initial mismanagement put me off of it so hard that I was complaining about it live on stream. And I got approached later in a kind of like mafiosa type interaction of like, so we heard you were talking bad about the SMP. It's like, what the fuck are you doing here, man? Yeah, you mismanaged it. What did you want me to say? It's like, I don't know if you really value your position here. And the man was just like, you know, saying that like it was like a credible threat to kick me out. Like I wasn't complaining about being there. Like I was on an entirely different level of autism at the time. So I didn't even recognize the kind of threatening undertone of that interaction. He was trying to bully me into being quiet. And I was just fully unwilling to take that. Sorry, I'm realizing that in the moment just now. It's like, we can kick you out for this kind of thing. And it's like, no, yeah, kick me out. This is shit. Yeah, sure. This feels like a good time for a marshmallow. Ow, 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 ow. That's further down than I meant to fall. Where's that egg? Threw an egg over here, didn't I? Whatever. As punishment for complaining about the situation you aren't having fun in, we're gonna kick you out of the situation. Exactly. So yeah, no, I don't know if their shit's still running. But like, yeah, that was bad. It was a bad time. Like, I don't know, do you value the viewers that you got here? And it was like, man, I'm like 12. I was like 18 or 19 at the time, I think. This is not that long ago. But like, this is not my living. I'm fine to complain about shit here. What do you think you're doing? How bad does one need a first aid kit, really? No, I think I'll just get rid of the bugle. Oh, balloon. Neat. Ooh, a lot of food. I'll eat that now and take the scout cookies with me. They'll last you longer. I'll drink that now. And we'll see. I'll cram a granola bar down my throat. Whatever. Do I think a baton is more useful than a rope dart? I don't. I think I can estimate my climbing abilities enough that I will not have need of a baton. Alright, to the kiln. Let's see if we can get Ascent 7 done. And after this, I just make things progressively more difficult for myself, I guess. In creating and attempting the true mountain goat run. We'll see how long it takes me to get there. Fully removing my hand, like, finger pointed straight up so I don't accidentally play the bugle. Into the kiln. Huh. The cave entrance here looks a little more oblong than usual. All right. What's going on here? Where do I want to start? I think I want to start over there. Are there any resources I want to use right now, or am I leaving behind the Scoutmaster's Bugle? I think I'm leaving behind the Scoutmaster's Bugle. There we go. It's a shame, but I don't think a morale boost is worth losing one of my precious rope darts. Heh. It's not an expensive game. It's like $7. So I will evangelize for Pete. This is a great game. I cannot wait for the eventual update wherein they add like putting in your own seed for these, so you can do seed specific challenges. So someone out there can find the worst possible seed, and I can spend 8 weeks trying to summit it at every difficulty mode. Damn, I'm up to 11 viewers. I better get to the fucking top this time. Because as I mentioned, most viewers I've had since Blind SMP. And I don't want to give that guy the satisfaction of being my peak. Because that wasn't even being forced into like a bad situation. I was just being stupid. Alright, well, I guess Blind gets to take the position of my peak for a little bit longer, but rest assured, I'll get there. Alright,
Big stretch.
Well, the dramatic irony sure does, yeah. Yeah. It really does sometimes. Anyway. So, as in keeping with the rules of this series, the stream ends when I die. So, I want to thank everyone who turned up for today's Daily Peak. I really appreciate your viewership. And I will see all of you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bleh.
Round the spout, just tip me over